As the government commences testing of truck drivers at various stops of points during today, just how is the community exercising caution? Our reporter Miriam Nyambura is this morning carrying out a spot check in Salga. Miriam, it's great to see you. Do we know if the testing has begun?
Well, a very good morning to Zinzi. Well, indeed, right now what we are seeing is that the testing has not yet commenced. I remember the government announced yesterday that target testing has now, the focus has now been shifted to the truck drivers owing to the susceptibility of them getting the coronavirus. So right now what we have done, early morning we were here at the Salga spots, which is actually one of the spots here in Nakuru County. The Nakuru County Emergency Response Committee just a week ago announced that there are 5 key areas that whereby the target testing for truck drivers will take place. One of the areas being here Salga, which connects Kenya as well as parts of the northern corridor, also Uganda as well as Rwanda and Burundi. So it's one of the areas, among the others being Kikope, Longonot and Maimahiu. But the situation right now is that the target testing has not yet commenced, but we are likely to see that happen in the course of the day. But of course, as that is happening, the members of the public are actually concerned because of this, and I'll be joined by one of them as others are just on their way here. Possibly you just start off with we are seeing that many of the members are quite worried about the situation right now. Maybe what do you have to say as we wait for the others to get here?
Yeah, thank you, Citizen Media, for coming to Salga this morning. We are worried about this COVID in terms of reports coming in from Mombasa, and especially from the port of Mombasa, because as you know, Salga is a place where many trucks normally do stopover, and also late in the night most of the drivers do sleep here in Salga. And we are worried because most of the trucks, the point of origin comes from the port. And I think last week we had reports from Uganda that at least 7 drivers from Kenya have tested positive on the COVID-19. So we are concerned as businessmen and locals from the area, because many people will not know that apart from being a trading center, right now we have at least 5 huge flower farms in the area. And most of the people, if you come around 4 p.m. to 5, there are many people around. And we are concerned because if you go around, even in terms of assistance, in terms of masks, people don't have masks around. There is no testing because most of those people come into contact with where they eat their food and where they sleep. So we are a bit concerned on the COVID-19, and it's about time we ask the minister in charge and his entire team that we are asking the government to please come as fast as possible. And not only Salga, but where many of these trucks stop along the highway, that we do testing. When you talk about mass testing, we are requesting for mass testing. We still need to do a bit of like most of the people here do not adhere to the rules, and we need to do a lot of talking to them and enlighten the people of what needs to be done, especially social distancing, washing your hands, in terms of masks, all those things. If you go around, you will find maybe 10 people only wearing masks. Yeah.
Perhaps you maybe tell us about the business now that during the night, right now we are not seeing much activity in relation to the truck, the transit vehicles transporting various goods. Maybe at night, how is the situation like here at this particular area? Maybe just give us a clear picture.
If you come here at night, probably you'll find maybe between 1,000 to 4,000 trucks in the night. So there's a lot of activity here in terms of business. Business is booming, but the dangers that comes with it, because as I've said before, We heard even the governor of Mombasa getting concerned on the issue of Mombasa. And we saw actually KPA giving guidance on how they want the ships coming in. They've given a guidelines of what needs to be done. We're also asking that even for the truck drivers, before they leave Mombasa, we're asking for them to be tested and to be given some sort of a clearance certificate so that it becomes easier for all of us. Then we are sure that we are has to contain the spread, because you've done cessation of movement within the counties, but they are the ones who are moving in between Mombasa all the way through Nairobi into here, all the way in across the border. So we are a bit concerned and we are very worried. Yeah.
Well, Zinzi, as you heard, that is just but one of the business community members here in Salga area. Remember, he mentioned that during the night, many truck drivers actually here, between 1,000 to 4,000 in a day. So that just giving us a clear picture of what exactly the magnitude of this whole state. If target testing is expected to begin today, we are just waiting to see how that will pan out. But at the moment, most of the community members, we actually spoke to some of the residents who are actually saying that they're just living by faith owing to that. And some of them have actually adhered to the guidelines issued by the Ministry of Health in relation to social distancing, as well as using masks. But there are those who are yet to adhere to this guideline. So remember that the government has pointed out that the truck drivers are the ones who are most most of the truck drivers are yet they are just likely to get the coronavirus. So we are just waiting to see how this whole idea pans out. But at the moment, the target testing in relation to the truck drivers is yet to commence. But we will just be here to give a clearer picture and get a more perspective into this whole idea. Back to you, Zinzi.
Thank you so much, Miriam. Accessible. It also gives me a hard time. That's Miriam who's just giving us an update. Thank you so much, Miriam.